Thank you, Rajesh. Ankur grew up in a small town in India. He had a rich childhood where he experienced a whole gamut of human emotions, ranging from fear to love, tragedy to triumph, and frustration to excitement. His speech is based on a true story. Please welcome our next speaker, Ankur. Shangri-la, Shangri-la, Ankur.
Imagine a place where you are adored as if you are the most important person on earth, where you are welcomed eagerly and enthusiastically when you come home, where someone always plays with you when you are happy and stays beside you when you are sad. This is a place where someone loves you unconditionally, whether you are rich or poor, popular or lonely, or able-bodied or disabled. When I was still young, I watched as my cousin found such a place which I call his Shangri-la, the heaven. This is not a story about me, but it is a story about a four-footed creature named Teddy and its special bonding with my cousin Bobby, who had epilepsy. Friends, watching my cousin finding his Shangri-la was the happiest moment I ever had. And as the story unfolds, you will see why and how. It was early 80s. The treatment for epilepsy was still in infancy. There was no concepts like support group, and people were painfully unaware about the disease. Bobby had occasional seizures. However, when would it strike was not known. The uncertainty caused a lot of strain upon his parents. Bobby was often found lying in the roadside once he had a seizure. He was even stigmatized, and some of the boys ridiculed and made fun of him because he had seizures. My aunt and the mother of Bobby was a sweet-natured lady who loved to entertain people. Once, me and all of my cousins were invited to the 12th birthday of Bobby. His parents put every effort. They decorated the whole house and even invited a popular singer from our town. But then something totally unexpected happened. As Bobby was about to cut his cake, he had a seizure. He fell to the floor, shaking from head to toe. His father had to cram a cloth in his mouth to prevent him from biting his tongue. It was quite severe. The candles and the birthday cake had fallen to the ground. Although it lasted for a few seconds and Bobby recovered, but the celebration turned sour and everyone started leaving unceremoniously. My aunt was in tears. For the first time, I saw her cry. It was a hopeless situation. I wondered what future held for Bobby. But then an amazing chain of events took place. something magical happened. One day, a stray dog appeared in our compound where we and several families lived. It was an elderly, emaciated, virtually hairless creature, and it also appeared to be partially deaf and blind. While no one noticed that little rats of a dog, Bobby instantly connected to it. He identified with her and named her Tabby to rhyme with Bobby. Thus, Tabby, a dog with so many challenges, found a perfect home with a boy who needed her as much as she needed him. While others made fun of him, she quickly bonded with Bobby. Each morning, she would follow him as Bobby walked to the neighborhood school, and in the afternoon, she would bark and jump around till Bobby would come and say, "Hello." She insisted on being cuddled, and until she had her fill, she would go happily napping. Thus, she not only found her perfect home, but also her perfect job, where she enriched, enlivened, encouraged, and inspired her little boy. Over time, Bobby's parents found something remarkable. While in the past, they would be waiting for the next seizure to happen, now they found Bobby almost living a normal life. With tears, my aunt was telling us how Bobby was no longer afraid of going to the bed because he had no fear of the seizures that would wake him up terrified. She was assured because Tabby was with him in the room to keep an eye on him. During the daytime, he could go out to play without being watched by his mother because the dog is there to protect him. Her joy knew no bound as she would watch from a distance, smiling as these two indefatigable spirit played on. Tabby was quite old and his time with Bobby was short. They cared for each other till Tabby closed her eyes for the last time. However, within that short period, she created the most loving place, a place thriving with love for her master. Friends, Shangri-la, the heaven is within each of us. It's our ego, our selfishness, our prejudice that prevent us from reaching it. Tabby, the little rats of a dog, saw Bobby as he was. She healed her wounds and warmed his heart. I still cherish that memory, how she took care of my cousin brother selflessly, and how she made us realize that when we love unconditionally, there is so much to receive and give to each other, and we can make our own Shangri-la. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Ankur, for a very inspiring story.